Good morning everyone, especially to you ma'am. Good day. By the way, my name is Sarel Kim Navalio and this is my final video report in soil and forestry entitled 10 Common Native Trees in the Philippines. So, what is native trees? As applied to plants, native denotes plants born or originating in the country. Indigenous is in reference to the natural origin of the plant, and endemic suggests privilege in or restriction to a particular region, in this sense, the country. So the benefits of native trees, according to the Rainforest Restoration Initiative, native trees help recover and expand forest habitats for threatened native species of plants and animals. They protect watershed and freshwater resources and secure the livelihood of local people. The foundation says that foreign or exotic trees are selected for their ability to grow faster and germinate easily, but they have a detrimental effect on the ecosystem. They tend to alter the soil around them, preventing other plants to grow and thrive. They are not protective of wildlife, especially of the endangered animals that prefer to inhabit and nest on native trees. So in this part, some people tend to classify all native trees as indigenous. Native trees are classified as three. First one is endemic, meaning exclusively found in the Philippines. The second one is indigenous, meaning the species may also be found in similar areas in Southeast Asia, India, or Australia, etc. So the third one is exotic or non-native, which means that the tree was introduced on purpose or accidentally into the area. So this is the 10 common native trees in the Philippines. The first one is Nara. It is indigenous. Scientific name is genus Pterocarpus, critically endangered national tree of the Philippines. Adaptable to most types of soil, resilient, deciduous, easy to plant and grow, high-grade quality wood for house interiors and exteriors, shade and street tree for public open spaces. The Nara reaches an average height of 25 to 35 meters with a trunk that extends up to 2 meters in diameter. Its leaves are 12 to 22 centimeter long, pinnate with 5 to 11 leaflets, and the girth is 12 to 34 meters wide. In the Philippines, Borneo and the Malay Peninsula, the Nara blooms from February to May. So the second one is the Ridlawaan. It is endemic. Scientific name is Shuria nigrosensis. Ridlawaan is a large tree attaining a height of about 50 meters and a diameter of about 200 centimeters. It is strongly buttressed and with straight cylindrical bulb. Its leaves are alternate, smooth, dark green above, hairy along nerves beneath, and oblong in shape. Ridlawaan wood used for furniture and cabinetry, for veneer and plywood, hardboard, both planking and decking and building constructions, avenue trees for open public spaces. The third one is Yakal saplungan. So it is indigenous. Scientific name is Hopia plagata. Yakal is a hard and golden mahogany type which is used for frequently used products and surface. Ideal for outdoor use also. Yakal lumber is very much in demand by our builders. It is commonly used for important frameworks of buildings other than posts. This type of wood is mostly used for construction because of its strength and ability to withstand pressure or damage. Yakal is a medium to large tree about 25 to 30 meters tall. Its wood is hard and dark brownish yellow. Its branchlets is slender, blackish, and slightly hairy. Its leaves are coriaceous, ovate to lanceolate or oblong lanceolate or apex acuminate. Yakal is used for high-grade construction, bridges and wharves, mine timber, and other installation requiring high strength and durability. It is commonly found in low-altitude forests in Quezon, Camarines, Zamboanga, and Davao. The fourth one is a pitong. It is indigenous. Scientific name is Dipterocarpus grandicolorus. The crowns of these trees extend to 30 to 50 meters high, and their trunks may reach almost 2 meters in diameter. Reinforced with buttresses that flare out from the base of the tree. The trunk grows straight and is 25 to 30 meters long. Characteristics that make these trees especially desirable as timber. Pterocarps once constitute 80% of the country's timber resources and provided the bulk of what is sold on the market as Philippine mahogany. Although best used for fine furniture, these woods have also been used for railroad ties, utility poles, bridges and rafts, pulp, paper, and plywood. One species, Dipterocarpus grandiflorus, known as a pitong in the Tagalog language and agakag in Visayan, yields an oily resin called balao, which is used in lamp oil, varnish, and caulking compound. The fifth one is bagtikan. So it is indigenous. Scientific name is Paraschorea malaaunan. Bagtikan is known as one of the light red Philippine mahogany that is known as white lawaan in the market. It is a prominent tree that reaches a height of 35 to 40 meters. Bagtikan has yellow flowers tinted with pink, which fall in such a great quantity that they almost cover the ground under the flowering tree. This large native tree is very much known for its super wood quality. Bagtikan can be planted directly in open areas due to its tolerance towards sunlight. Sadly, this native tree is included in new IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. It is important commercial timber, extremely valued for plywood manufacturing, highway and avenue trees for public open spaces. So the sixth one is bignay. It is indigenous. Scientific name is Antidesma boneos, or native berry, evergreen ornamental tree for screening, windbreak, and regreening programs. It can be easily propagated to populate the urban areas. In the Philippines, bignay tree is cultivated across its native range and the fruits are most often fermented into vinegar, brandy, or wine. Tree may be shrubby, 10 to 26 feet high, or may reach up to 50 or even 100 feet. It has wide-spreading branches forming a dense crown. The evergreen alternate leaves are oblong, pointed 4 to 9 inch long, to 2 to 3 inch wide, dark green, glossy, leathery, with very short petioles. The seventh one is kamagong tree and its mabolo fruit. It is indigenous. Scientific name is Zoospirus blancoi. It is also known as the Philippines persimmon, velvet apple, or butterfruit in Singapore. This fruit grows from the kamagong tree, which is native to the Philippines, indigenous to forest lands in low or medium altitude in the country. The kamagong tree is mainly used for furniture and especially wood products. While the tree is known around the world for its woods, its fruits, mabolo, deserves a bit more attention. The kamagong tree can reach up to 20 meters high depending on variety. The eighth one is mulave. It is indigenous. Scientific name is Vitex parviflora. Mulave is a tree that reaches a height of 8 to 15 meters, smooth or nearly soft, with inflorescences that may be slightly hairy. Leaflets are 3, stalk, ovate to lanceolate, 7 to 18 centimeters long, pointed at the tip, shining the quite smooth. Flowers are blue, numerous, 6 to 8 millimeters long, hairy outside the corolla, bony on terminal, paniculate, and ample inflorescences up to 20 centimeters in length. Fruit is rounded, 5 to 6 millimeters in diameter. Mulave is a native to the Philippines. It is common in secondary and open primary forests at low altitudes throughout the Philippines in the most or all islands and provinces. Mulave is listed as vulnerable in the IUCB Red List of Threatened Species. The ninth one is tanggel. It is endemic. Scientific name is Shorea polysperma. Shorea polysperma, or commonly known as tanggel, is a large tree endemic to the Philippines threatened by habitat loss. Shorea polysperma is an evergreen tree growing to 25 meters by 20 meters at a fast rate. Suitable for light, medium, and heavy soils and prefers well-drained soils. Suitable pH, mildly acid, neutral, and basic soils. It cannot grow in the shade. It prefers moist soil. The last one is toog. Scientific name is Petersianthus quadrilatus, also called Philippine rosewood. It's an emergent tropical rainforest tree species in the Visayas region called Kapulan, in the summer and later areas Magtalisay. It is an indigenous tree species in the southeastern Philippines and one of the largest tree species in the Philippines island. Height increment in a 2-year-old plantation was 0.7 to 2.9 meter and diameter increment is 0.6 to 3.8 centimeter. Petersianthus quadrilatus trees copies easily, a deciduous medium to very large rainforest tree species that grows up to 40 to 60 meter tall and 90 to 100 centimeter in diameter at breast height. Trunk is straight, cylindrical, branchless, with a length of 20 to 30 meter, but rest it occasionally up to 2 meter high. So for me, the importance of forest cannot be underestimated. We depend on forest for our survival, from the air we breathe to the wood we use. Besides providing habitats for animals and livelihoods for humans, forests also offer watershed protection, prevent soil erosion and mitigate climate change, protect forests and love forests. That's all.